Throughout the years, Death Battle uses a podcast called Death Battle Cast to see whether certain episodes would have an audience or not, or if certain episodes would just be fun to do. I'm here to just discuss them and talk about certain things I like/don't like about these potential episodes. This is the first episode of a video series I'm going to do, which is pretty much just ranking them and talking about these certain matchups. This first episode of the series is going to be a little sloppy in terms of editing and research since I really want to get this video out in 2024. But every video I make on the Death Battle cast after this video will have me discuss further research on my end, how well the cast members made their arguments, and if I agree with the general audience on who would win a certain fight. Without wasting any more time, let's get to talking about my least favorite cast matchup this month, the month of November, which is Peach vs. Zelda. Peach vs. Zelda seems like a good idea in a vacuum, but falls apart for one big reason for me. I'm not a fan of matchups where a character has to be completely composited to stand a chance in a fight. For their connections, Peach and Zelda do have a lot in common. Both are Nintendo's prime princesses who are continuously kidnapped but have also fought against their captors in multiple situations. The problem comes from both scaling and compositing Zelda specifically. Zelda has done certain things, but apart from Hyrule Warriors, Echoes of Wisdom, and the CDI Zelda games, Zelda doesn't actually do that much. For Link, it's less of a problem to composite his character because he has no personality to speak of outside of some instances of emotions throughout the games. But Zelda often has a very defined personality within her games, and they are all quite different. There is only one Peach, and Peach will always stomp Zelda in this debate. Just look at how they scale the Mario universe against the Zelda universe in their episodes. It's clear as day. Now, there could be cool moments in the battle, like if they gave Zelda her echoes and Peach her added outfit abilities in Princess Peach Showtime. But no matter what, Peach would always have the advantage and Zelda would just struggle to keep up. I'm not a guy that doesn't like matchups just because there's a clear winner, but this one just doesn't interest me that much. Number 3, Cell vs. Metal Sonic. So I'm not entirely certain why this fight is wanted. Cell vs. Metal Sonic is a very bad stomp. Remember, Cell doesn't scale past Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Cell Max is not Cell. Metal Sonic stat stomps Cell so hard that it's sad. The only advantages Cell has is that he would need to be completely disintegrated in order to fully die, and he could summon Cell Juniors to get the jump on Metal Sonic. Not that it would matter, Metal Sonic could just take him out very easily. They both can copy any technique or ability after seeing it only once, but only Metal Sonic can copy Cell's techniques. I don't think Cell could copy abilities made from Chaos Energy, while Metal Sonic can directly alter any part of his body to copy someone's natural techniques, like copying Espio's invisibility or Chaos's liquid form. Metal Sonic doesn't even need any Chaos Emeralds in this fight. If you gave him Super Metal, then there is truly nothing Cell could do. The only reason this fight ranks higher than the last one is, look, I'm both a Sonic and a Dragon Ball fan, give me a break. Number 2, Sporticus vs. Yuji Hanma. Now, it's been a while since I've seen this cast, and I'm not very familiar with these characters, but this battle seems really fun from what I heard about. Just from what they discussed, I think Yujiro wins this. From some of the light research I've done, Yujiro actually doesn't have the strength advantage, but has a significant speed and durability advantage. Yujiro can literally see the weaknesses of any opponent he faces, mimic any martial arts techniques after viewing it only once, can predict the outcome of any fight just by seeing his opponent's stance, is a master at stealth, can induce fear, can turn people mad, and is an insane martial artist that is pretty much undefeatable. Sporticus is not a fighter. He actually hates violence, only causing conflict when he needs to. He can up his stats with sports candy, which is essentially just fruit, can fly a zeppelin, and can sense danger using a crystal. That's pretty much it. I only really like this matchup more than the last two entries because it's funny and provides a more interesting dynamic. Damn, all these are pretty bad stomps though. Are we gonna get a fight this month of November that isn't so one-sided? Number 1, Mewtwo vs. Shadow. So I already talked about this matchup in my video on my full Death Battle Kickstarter prediction, so I'll keep this quick. Also, if anyone is wondering, that'll also be my Death Battle 2025 prediction video. I'm not gonna make a new prediction video since that one is only 4 months old. I'm not gonna farm views like that. So if you're interested what I think might happen next year, watch that video. In any case, this is both Mewtwo and Shadow's best matchup. Pretty much every single part of the original episode was bad. And even though Mewtwo hasn't had any new story developments, Shadow just had a new game. And they didn't really cover Mewtwo's story that well last time anyway, so I think it's due for an update. I think it's a very debatable matchup in that Shadow probably wins, but Mewtwo does have a fair few win cons that I can see it go either way. I'm not the biggest fan of rematches. I'd much rather see most characters get new matchups. But other than Crash vs. Spyro, this is the only episode I think really needs a run back. So I hope the cast considers it and gives this episode the love it definitely deserves. Overall, November 2024 only had one matchup of the 4 that I actively would want to see. But honestly, these are just so entertaining in general. Even for episodes that I don't care about, it's so fun to see them bounce ideas off of each other, have a friendly debate, and even sometimes get lost and talk about something silly for like 5 minutes. Now, I'm not going to keep talking up the Death Battle cast in the videos I make on these topics, but I just want to tell anyone who doesn't watch the casts, give them a shot. Even if you just put them on in the background while you're doing something, or working and need something fun to focus on to take the edge off of things. It's still very worth it for me, and I'd love to see more people experience the fun I had, and the fun I will continue to have as I continue making these videos. How would you rank these matchups? Which one is your favorite and why? Let me know in the comments. Like I said in the beginning, the next video I make on the December matchups is going to be much longer. With those cast episodes, I wrote each segment of the specific cast right after viewing the cast. So I have a better idea of the characters, I have a better idea of their arguments, and I did added research on top of that to make a better script, so to say. But until I see you guys next time, have a wonderful rest of your year, and hopefully, I'll see you soon.